happened in San Francisco was this Uber, I guess this journalist was investigating Uber, kind of see what they're all about, and I guess trying to get some opposition type things. That's what they are mentioned in the Verge article, listed in the description below. And what happened was some employees under the Uber supervisor, they told the journalist that, just so you know, the Uber executives would look at your travel and your travel log and your Uber profile to see what you've been doing in terms of investigating Uber. And this might be a shock to the reporter because either these are employees that are being honest with her, telling her that our seniors or our supervisor or our executives, they can easily look at your travel data and know exactly where you went, what car you took, everything like that. Look at the employees that you were speaking to at Uber, including the drivers, and they would know that information. For what reason? I guess just to keep in track, like just to know. I think there would be nothing more than that. But the employee stepped up and told this journalist, and she found it really concerning, because obviously that means that executives have access to Uber users' travel history. And later on in the article, it mentions that the data was never accessed by the executives after all, even with her report. But she did contact a former Uber employee who was like not a driver but one of the development teams, and like I guess maintenance and whatnot. And they mentioned that it's not that hard to look at travel information. So what's a bit striking is that this is not that surprising. We know it's a big deal these days that privacy is a huge thing, but you are providing a service with your credit card information, so you're already pretty much locked in with them, right? You're trusting them essentially, and you are giving them information in terms of where you're traveling, because they need to connect you with a driver who has insurance, who has this. Cars need to know exactly where they are. They show you on a phone where they are. So you really, when you use a service that is as connected with something like geolocation, then yes, if I was the executive, I would like to know where all of my Uber users are going, where my drivers are, where our pickups are, where our drop-offs, destinations, money, everything. I would like to know that. So is it really surprising that someone can access an individual Uber user's travel history? I think not at all. In fact, I would probably promote that I can look at any user's travel history. Do I get to know much about it? Probably not. I know I picked you up at point A and then dropped you off at point B. So what's the harm? You know, what am I gonna find out, like how tall you are or something like that? You know, there's nothing really personal that could really affect it. I don't think it's a big deal at all. I think, again, like these journalists, they always make a big deal out of, oh my god, privacy. But did you stop and think for a second what Uber is doing, what it needs to, in order to get what it's offering to the world, what things they have to do to get there, and then how they can maintain it, right? They're not just gonna laissez-faire everything and you can just do whatever you want. Yeah, they want to kind of stay on top of it so they know that everybody's okay, everything's working. And there might be other reasons we haven't thought about, maybe even negative reasons, and I don't deny that either. I just think that it's really unfair to be like, yep, Uber is tracking, guys. I think everyone pretty much